Okay, so I know I haven't been making any videos lately, but I did just get this box in right here. And this is a LiftMaster 050 DCR JWFMC. Now, what is that? Well, that is to replace the board on my garage door opener right here. Now, this thing has been working flawless since I installed it. And up until, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, now maybe even a month, it might be about a month now, all of a sudden, let me turn this light on, it started just randomly opening on its own, right? So let's flip this around. So it just started randomly opening on its own. I have no idea why. And I thought, oh, it's got to be one of the clickers or something. Like maybe the battery's low, right? So and I did used to have a bunch of the little, what do you call them? Like the remotes. I used to have a bunch of those little remotes, and that were programmed to it. Wasn't really a big deal. And so what I did was I went into the app and I cleared everything, and I even reset the unit. There's like a procedure you do to reset it. So I cleared everything, and then I only programmed one. And then it still continued to do it, right? So then I thought, let me flip this around. So then I thought, you know what? Maybe it's this unit right here. So I disconnected that completely and just left it disconnected. I actually disconnected it here, and I disconnected it like in the unit itself, right? So, and then it still did it, right? So then I thought, man, you know what? Let me erase everything again. Let nothing be connected at all. This disconnected, like everything is disconnected. There's nothing connected to it at all. Right. And then it still did it. So I, just going through everything, and I went to like the Chamberlain website, and they said there's like a troubleshooting guide or whatever. And it does say if you do all these things, basically the stuff I did, it's got to be the board. Right. So it's going to be kind of a pain, but anyways, up there, I believe it's pretty easy to take off, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change this board, and we're gonna see if this fixes it. I tell you what though, thank God this is my shop, because obviously it's behind my lock gate and everything. And for some reason, it happens to happen in the morning, afternoon time. It hasn't really happened at night, or luckily, and I even thought maybe it was somebody else's, because it says maybe somebody else's remote got programmed to it or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, how's that even possible? Because I didn't, program anything when it started happening. It just randomly started happening. Nothing has changed in forever with this. Everything's been programmed the same. Nothing's changed in forever. So I just thought, well, it's got to be that board. So I went looking on the internet, and man, these boards for those things are expensive. The ones for the regular ones that go up top, those are not that bad. These boards right here, they're expensive. I think it was from the website, it was like $179. And I think you can get it for like $170 maybe on Amazon, something like that. But I did find this company, and I think I'll put a link in the description, but I did find a place that's in Florida, and they sell this. Let's pop this open here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to open this and point this camera, but I don't want to show that information. But anyways, this is the board here. All right, so let's just get this out of the package. But anyways, there's the board. And it looks pretty much like the one up there. I mean, I looked at the picture and I mean, it's pretty much all you can go by. But so I'm going to take that one off up there. And then we're going to go from there and see if that is going to fix my issue. Okay, so it looks like it's just one screw up here. And then maybe just this one. I don't know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by disconnecting all of this stuff. All these wires right here. Alright, so I started disconnecting wires and I started getting red lights even though I unplugged the unit down here. But I forgot because it has a backup battery. So there's one screw here I just took out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this battery. And then before I continue. Yeah, see, now all the lights went out. So I'm going to disconnect this battery and then keep going. Alright, so I took this top screw out and actually literally just pops out because there's like little, you can see where it kind of just slides out right there. And this whole piece just comes off. And so here's the board. And it does, just from looking at it, does look like the same one. But let's figure out how to get it out of there. Okay, so I got them out. There's one screw that goes like right there, that little hole. There's another one goes right there in that little hole. There's one down, let me see here, right here, and then there's one right here. And then you have to unplug all of these little plugs, and I think it's just gonna come right out. Let's well, let me put the camera down and try to get this out before I drop something. FYI, these two screws here at the top, these are these smaller ones here. Now when I took this one right here, when I took that one off, it fell, of course, back, and I thought I lost it forever, but thank God that you can see they're magnetized. So I found it with the magnet. But these two at the top, these are the smaller ones, and these larger ones go down here. So just be careful removing these. Try to have something that's magnetic so it just doesn't drop in there. But okay, so as far as the unit, this is the new one right here. And this one is the old one. And let's put them side by side. And I mean, they look identical. So the pin count, everything looks about the same. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's the same one. So we're gonna slap this new one in there. We're gonna test it out, program everything, and see what happens. All right, so I got everything back together. Let me see. When I first connected it up, you know, when the procedure, it does tell you too. It tells you to disconnect everything. You know, hook it up, connect everything back up. But after you get it all connected back up, what you have to do is you have to program the up and down. So, you know, so if you have one of these, and mine is like the ROJ, the Chamberlain, it's the RJ070. And a lot of these are all like kind of the same. Even when I was looking for this part, it was said for, I don't know, it was a few of them. But anyway, so when I got everything back together, it made me do the maximum up and the maximum down. That was the first thing I had to do. And in the instructions, it tells you to leave something disconnected, but I didn't leave anything disconnected. I connected all the wiring back as normal, and then I did the, you know, maximum up, maximum down. It tells you in the instructions, you know, what to do. But so I did that. All that went good. And then I programmed my one transmitter. That worked fine. But then when I went in the app, that's right. So when I went in the app, let me turn this around. When I went in the app, I was getting an error and it wouldn't let me like remotely close it or open it. So, what was it? Oh, it was because I have this. I forgot. I have this light up here. It's called the MyQ. What is it? MyQ LED 1. So that light right there, it has to be connected for some reason in order for you to remotely control this. I don't know. I think it's because of motion or something. I don't know. But it would not let me control it. Um, like it wouldn't let me like close it or open it or ever through the app. It just said error, cannot operate or whatever. And then so what I ended up having to do is I ended up having to go, and if you look on the back side, let me see, I don't know if you probably can't see, but there's like a little button right here and there's a little light. So you got to press and hold that. And it's just like programming a remote. Then you got to just press this once, the learn button, press it again, and then it learns that light. Like the light will flash and blah blah blah, and then it works. So once I did that, then everything worked fine in the app. And I'm sure that's the way it is when you first connect this thing up. Because I don't remember. This probably been 4 years or however long. I don't know. I've had this opener for a while. But anyway, so let me think here. So I connected that. I think that was really it. And then after that, I just went and programmed all my remotes as normal. So, because I did program my truck. The only thing I actually have programmed is one remote, like a clicker remote, and then my truck right here. That's it. So, and then I was having some issues with this truck, and that's a long story. But I ended up getting it programmed. But that's something totally different. It's not with this board. So, is this board going to work? I don't know. I hope I don't come home or wake up or whatever and this door is open. So I'm going to be pretty pissed off because it doesn't make any sense, because I had disconnected everything. And so it should, in theory, fix my issue. But I don't know. We'll see. Well, looky there. The shop is closed. Where was I? Anyways, so it's been over a week. It hasn't opened one time on me at all. Let's go ahead and flip this around. So, would I say, is it fixed? Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, for sure. It's fixed. Before, like I said, it was either every day or every other day. It was opening up on its own. It was so annoying. It was really getting on my nerves. Especially because I tried everything, but it was definitely that board. So if you have this issue, I'm going to say change the board. And I'm sure it's probably the same for, these wall mounts or the overhead mounts. If you disconnect everything and it still does it, it's got to be the board. Now, that board was I think it was 170, 180 bucks. Like I said, I'm going to put in a link in to where I got it. Because I did find it for a little bit cheaper. It was about $130, I believe. Somewhere around there. So it is still pricey, but that wall mount is like $500. Maybe even more now. But they're expensive. So, of course, it's much better to just buy the board, right? And it was super simple. You guys seen how I changed it out. So, yeah, that's it. So, if you're having any trouble with your garage door just opening on its own, super annoying, then change the board. That's all I gotta say about that. So, because it's gonna fix your problem. If you disconnect everything and it's still doing it, it's gonna fix your problem. So, anyways, hope this helps somebody. And till next time, signing off. Peace.